I believe that it is so important in the business world that women support each other, get together, and really share their successes and network and try to figure out how we can still be powerful in our jobs and support each other. And so I was very excited about joining this organization. It's important to always remain confident, making sure that you don't fall into any type of negativity, and making sure that you see and continue to go down the path of being positive and finding the right path for you. And it's so important that some of the lessons is there's times where you do get frustrated. There's times that you are not happy with the result. Say if you're in a sales position like I've been most of my life, is sometimes you're gonna lose. But that doesn't mean you have to stop. You've got to find the next opportunity and you have to stay positive in that. Losing is hard, and oftentimes you do take things personal, and you have to step back from that. I mean, everybody wants to go home and everybody wants to sulk and cry for a minute, and that's okay. Even with my coworkers, I tell them, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna need about an hour and a half because I'm a wounded bird. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna be wounded for a minute. But after that, I'm gonna spread my wings and we're gonna continue to fly. And I'm gonna do it again. But for a brief minute, I've gotta have some self-reflection. I gotta understand why. I have to focus on that and say, how could I have done that better? And then from that, I'm gonna fly again. So yes, you have setbacks. You have things that happen in your life, but it doesn't mean you're gonna stop. It doesn't mean that you're going to fail going forward. You just gotta keep trying. When I was a kid, my mom, who raised 3 girls, always said, don't ever depend on a man. You can have a husband and you can have a partner, but you don't need to depend on anyone to make you successful. You have to learn that yourself. And so as a kid, my mom had my sisters and I walk around the neighborhood and hand out flyers about her cosmetic business. And she said, you don't put it in the mailbox, you go to the door. And you knock on the door and you introduce yourself and you look them in the eye and you hand them the form and you shake their hand. I think I was 9 years old when that happened. So the characteristics for me is learning to gain confidence in yourself and being able to present yourself to people and to socialize and really get onto a level of understanding people and having that interaction of true understanding who people are. And not just because I'm here and I have a job and I'm going to share with you who I am, but I want to know about you as well. And really having the confidence to present yourself. You need to think through questions and you have to not be reactive. I was a firecracker, which is good, but you also, if I had to think back, I have to think back about thinking through my thought process, my reactions, my responses. I think as I have grown, I would say, let's just slow down. Let's think through what you're going to say, how you're going to react. And I think that there could be more structure around that. It is so important to continue your education. And it's interesting, I have a 16-year-old daughter who's a sophomore right now. And just the other night, we were having conversations about her friends. And she's coming home and saying, Mom, these friends of mine are saying they want to not go to college. This other group of friends are saying, that's my path. And it's interesting to have that conversation with her. She recognizes at a young age the importance of education and sitting down and saying, you know, where do you want to go with your life and what opportunities will you have if you have the education behind you. And I can tell you that instilling in young women that the importance of education is so key to having more opportunities, to having a better life, to meeting and networking with other women in the world. It's really going to open doors for you and going to help you with your success in the future.